Good evening, guys. Good evening, or good day if you upon the replay. It's your girl, Soul Maiden. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Sabbath with Soul. We are precisely one third, that's one of three, part of the way through our Salty Psalm series, and that is Psalm 1 through 33. So we're marching ever forward. We're a third of the way there. You guys know that I would love a hallmark like that. We have two-thirds of the way to go, and we have completed our mission under Yah. So Psalm 1 through 33, we at 11, straight up on the ones. So without further ado, we're going to say, let's get it, let's go. We're going to say Ashama. We're going to say Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kavod, Malchuto, Leolam Vayed. And that is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Blessed be the name of his glorious kingdom forever and ever. Amen. So we're going to jump straight into it. And tonight, we're going to let the record reflect that the Lord is in his temple. So again, so excited to be on Psalm 11, a third of the way through. And I know we have a couple of people that are catching these videos now. I want to say bless up to you guys. I want to just take a moment to say that I don't know who you guys are, but I'm just a regular person, and I just have a life experience and just was rooted in God, and just spent most of my life having one foot in God and one foot in the world. And it just ultimately led to me saying, yes, Lord, yes. And and then that just led to him saying, go ahead and say a little something. And so I'm just saying it. I'm imperfect, but I do stand where I stand, as you guys probably know by now from watching the videos. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump in. And so, if any of you guys, I guess like all the traction that these videos are getting is on Facebook, just a little bit of housekeeping. I see a lot of the traction that the videos are getting are on Facebook. But if you guys do prefer, I am on YouTube at the Soul Maiden. So that's just the YouTube plug. You guys know I don't plug a lot, but just because I see that there's a lot of people, well, to me, a lot of people, because for me, I just expected one person to watch or whatever. I just can't believe that people are even watching. But I mean, it's all for Yah. It's for his grace and his glory. But I know a lot of people are more YouTube savvy these days. So it's just a note that I also broadcast live at the same time, same job time, same job channel at the, well, different channel, but you know what I mean, at the Soul Maiden. So anyway, enough chit chat. We're gonna see where we at, get down to the business at hand. So tonight we're gonna let the record reflect that the Lord is in his temple. And so we're gonna get straight into it. So according to the Matthew Henry commentary, this psalm was written when David was starting to feel the heat from Saul's jealousy. Okay. So we got in 1 Samuel 18:11, Saul was scheming. And we talked about this again. We was real heavy on the history of King David in the beginning of this series. So this is just another one of those incidents where Saul was being a hater, and he hurled the spear, for he thought, I will pin David to the wall. See how far back that goes? Our enemies always trying to pin us to the wall, but this man was trying to do this literally. But David evaded him twice. Twice he evaded the op. So that shows you that all the time when we out there, that God still be with us if we even just try to have a clean hands, pure heart mentality. Okay. So his people, David people, was advising him, started telling him he need to get out of Dodge. But he refused, and he told them no, he's going to stand his ground. So when you're getting threatened publicly, it's better to stand for Yah publicly than coward in a corner offering up scaredy cat prayers. That's just my take on the situation. Remember what I always tell y'all, we need to be on the offense. We are working to get on offense. We are tired of playing defense, right? So if they come at you publicly and people try to make you a fall back or bend over, no, no, that time is over. We're not doing that anymore. We're not no longer playing Red Rover, Red Rover. We're done. We're done. You're not going to do us any kind of way anymore. You're not going to talk to us any kind of way anymore. You're going to bless us despite the fact that you don't want to. It's Exodus season. Don't know what to tell you. But either get with the team or fulfill our dream. Either way, you got to play. That's all I'm trying to say. Y'all know I am a hip hop prophet. Anyway, so to the Prime Master of David, y'all, it's going to be me and this PowerPoint. These alignments are just not coming out right. I'm so salty about this right now. But this is the Salty Sound series. So anyway, let's keep moving. So David says, in the Lord, I take my refuge. So this is him now at these particular two lines right here. In the Lord, I take my refuge. How can you say to my soul, flee like a bird to your mountain? So his friends and his family was telling him to bounce and that he needed to go somewhere else until this man wasn't after him. Because for behold, the wicked bend the bow. They have fitted their arrow to the string to shoot in the dark at the upright in heart. So they not only was coming for him in the dark, they was coming for him in the light. Because in broad daylight, Saul tried to hurl that javelin at him. Okay? But David says, but if the foundations of the earth be destroyed, what can the righteous do? So we have to stand on one thing and one thing only, and that's Jah. And we have to trust that he would not destroy the foundations out from under our feet, because if he did, what would the righteous do? So what do we have to remember? That the Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes see, his eyelids test the children of man. His eyes see. They go back and forth. The Lord tests the righteous, but his soul hates the wicked and the one who loves violence. Oh my God, y'all, I'm so sorry about this alignment. I'm just appalled. I'm about to figure out a different way to do these slides. Maybe I'll have to just do one bigger slide instead of the two-sided slides to make sure that alignment is on point, because this is making me so salty tonight. But I give praise to Josh still. So his eyes see. So his throne is in heaven. His eyes see. His eyelids are ever testing the children of man. Y'all, please refer back to my Rosh Kadesh teaching. The Lord tests the righteous. So the test for the righteous is our blessing. Okay? He will keep testing you to see if you're going to give it all up. So your testing and your trial is your blessing. Your testing is your blessing. Okay? Because aside from the righteous, his soul hates the wicked and the one who loves violence. So he's not testing them. He just straight out hates them. His soul hates them. Can you imagine being somebody that God's soul hates? Why would you even want to be in that camp? So David says, let him rain coals on the wicked, fire and sulfur, and a scorching wind shall be the portion of their cup. They're going to have to drink that. Yeah, they're going to have to drink that. Fire and sulfur and a scorching wind. cocktail for you. Okay? For the Lord is righteous. He loves righteous deeds. The upright shall behold his face. Only the upright, and only the upright shall behold his face. Outside of judgment. So we're not even staying too long tonight. But to sum it up, the knowledge of Christ and your relationship with the Father takes you from death to life, regardless of your enemies, regardless of their plans. Okay? And we got a little quote from desiringgod.org in 2 Corinthians 2:14 through 16. The Apostle Paul charges Christians to spread the fragrance of the knowledge of Jesus Christ everywhere. For we are the aroma of Christ to God, okay, among those who are being saved and among those who are perishing. To one, a fragrance from death to death. To the other, a fragrance from life to life. Okay? Christ is life to the righteous. So, like the wheel of life, we're going to roll on, y'all. Like I said, we don't got to be all dramatical. As Flavor Flav says, we don't got to be all dramatical every week. We could get in, get out on some of these. And I know y'all would love a shorter video at times. So you could get in, get out as well. All right? So remember, we're going to make them as short as possible and as long as necessary, right? So we're not bound to any particular time. And I'm not going to be on here just to be hearing myself talk. Why? Because we got to remember, egos might trip, but humble never stumbles. So with that, y'all, I'm going to say peace out. And shout out to freebibleimages.com. I think it's .org, actually. Yeah, freebibleimages.org for the graphic with Saul and David. And I just want to say bless up to y'all. Yo, Soul Maiden is out. I'm going to see y'all on Tuesday where we're going to get it popping, talking about Rahab and our No Heathen is Above You series. We got 2 more teachings to close out that one. And Rahab is the one that's coming up. And that story is pretty juicy. So looking forward to pulling that one together for y'all. Will I conquer the PowerPoint by then? I don't know. Stay tuned with that. Soul Maiden is out.